Greetings everybody, Cub here, welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time we worked on our slime shop over in this direction, over there. And we also put down a bunch of red sand here. Today though, I want to see if we can get the rest of the red sand placed down on this hill, in this bit, over here, on this mountain, over here, beyond the forest here, and everywhere else around this entire canyon. So that means we got to go find a mesa biome, find a bunch of red sand, dig it up, box it up, bring it back, and place it down. So let's go ahead and get started on that right now. Here we go, arriving at the mesa. See what we got here. I think this has been pretty extensively dug out, but there's probably some areas still left untouched. Like right in here, a little bit of this. Yep. Not a whole lot, but some. Okay, well, we're going to get all the rest of this red sand lying around here. Get out a shulker box or two, and get started mining. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some very disturbing information to share with you. I don't know if you're sitting down right now, but if you're not, I would find a seat, take a seat, and prepare yourself for something that you cannot unsee. Alright, you've been warned. You've been warned. Take a look. So, during a live stream, we filled in a bunch of red sand. We also gathered a bunch of red sand. And then we saw that this region is shaped like a demon child's face. Or also, alternatively, you know that monkey kid from Jumanji? Yeah, this guy? Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah, you can see the red eye. That's the eye right there, the nose, the mouth down here. It's got a little fang coming down here, and the hair, everything is like perfectly aligned except the ear. The ear is a little bit like misshapen because we actually made the salt flats over there, which we'll see in a second. But yeah, unintentional demon child build is what has happened here. So yeah, I think we gotta fix it. We gotta take out the demon child. It's too disturbing. Cannot unsee that though. But man, okay. Anyway, let's get out here. During a live stream, like I said, we dug out a bunch of red sand. Oh yeah, we converted our twisting vines farm to a weeping vines farm. So yeah, these now grow down from the top. And yeah, these are all harvested whenever the machine flies by. So that's really cool. And also, like I said, we made a little salt flat area over here, like a evaporated lake in the high desert, because I thought it would be a cool thing to put in here. And so we got some white concrete powder, we got some calcite mixed in, we got some white wool carpets, sort of like as like salt deposits, and these are like supposed to be like salt pillars. They're just white candles, but you can imagine them as salt pillars that are starting to emanate from the ground as the water evaporated. They sort of solidified there. So that's what this is supposed to be. We might put a few more of these like little salt plain, salt flat type areas around here where there are some lakes. But yeah, we need to get rid of the demon child, which we're walking on his head right now. It's actually really apparent as well. Like if you get up here. Look at that! Oh my god, that is so scary. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, you can clearly see that demon child right there. That is wild, yo. And it even has like spiky hair, which is kind of appropriate. Anyways, we got a bunch of red sand. Let's go over to our base, actually. Pick that up, because we got to make that whole region over here, this whole region, into enchanted desert, which means a whole bunch of red sand. And luckily, during the time lapse and during the live stream, we got a whole bunch of it up here. Yeah, we got quite a bit. So we got all this plus 1, 2, 3, 4, like 12 or so shulker boxes of red sand. So hopefully this will be enough, and let's go ahead and get started with this terraforming project. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. As you can see, 3 days later, we've gotten a lot of red sand placed, but we're still not done. We're still placing red sand. You see, though, we do have a large portion now of this area covered in red sand, and we got a couple plans for some things around here. For instance, this area here, that was partially a lake, which I expanded out a little bit more. This will actually be another salt flat, similar to the one we got over there, with the calcite and the carpets and the candles and the white concrete powder. So that's going to be another salt flat there. This will all be enchanted desert up here. And then we have some more plans, you know, like down here, for instance. There's a good opportunity for a double layer lava pit. So this would be like a lava lake here. It's going to be flowing down to like a secondary lava lake down there. So that'll be cool. We also have this like little cavern here. So there's a lot of little spots like this around here that we can maybe utilize. And then we'll have like a couple other lava areas, lava pits like back here, because we're leaving no stone unturned here. This is going to be a lava lake down here, I believe. So this whole area will be lava. So that's going to require a lot of lava buckets and stuff. And we've also been working at the front of the canyon. We haven't really gotten to this part back here yet. This is all going to need to be turned into red sand, I think. But over here, we've been doing a little bit. We've extended the red sand along the pathway. And I think this here is like a good spot to start to bring in the enchanted desert, like right here. So that way, before you can even see the canyon, like from here you can barely make out a couple dripstone off in the very distance. But before you can even see the canyon, you start to encounter the enchanted desert. And so to that end, we've been building up around here a little bit. And also over this way, you can see we got some contours filled in here of area still to be claimed by the red sand. And we also need to worry about like bringing over the orange concrete powder here and filling this area in. Could do something interesting, like could put like another salt flats here maybe, or a big lava lake here, utilizing some of these what look like creeper holes, although this one's a cave it seems. So I might do something like that. Still sort of figuring it out. Also found a random horse, just wandering the area, so saved him. We'll put him over at the start of the canyon underneath the waterfall. But yeah, still just basically working to put down some more red sand. So just going to keep on filling this in. And yeah, we are actually almost out, I think. We have maybe another couple shulker boxes or two left. But yeah, might need to go and mine even more red sand from the Mesa. So red sand craft confirmed. We'll keep placing. We'll keep placing. Well, guys, at this point, I gotta say, I'm starting to become red sand. My microphone, red sand. The keyboard, red sand. The mouse, red sand. The monitor, red sand. And to an extent, the air is red sand. And I'm breathing it in, and I can really taste the sand. Please send help. And now for a new segment. Cub asks you. You ever wonder just why red sand? Not why it was added or why it's in the game, but just like in general. You think red sand feels different than normal sand? If you had an unlimited supply of red sand, what would you do with it? Not today, suckers. Ha ha! Get some of that! What's up? That's what I thought. Come, you want some of that? Oh, how about nope? Oh, 360? Nope. Okay. Look at this guy, thinks he's all big. Nope. Got him again. Ha ha ha. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of the red sand bow. That's right. We're renaming it. Have you ever had a sunburn so bad you look like me? Do you think the red sand got its color from the terracotta, or did the terracotta get its color from the red sand? Do you think it was a mistake that they didn't name it orange sand instead? Do you think it's possible they were going to add all the sand colors but just gave up after red sand? Ever wonder why there's never more than one single layer of red sand? You ever seen a dead bush in person? You think there's red sand like this on Mars? Have you ever picked up sand from the ocean? You ever mined sand from the ocean with a shovel just to make a sandcastle, but then when the tide comes in, the sandcastle gets destroyed and you get really sad because you didn't know tides were a thing because you're a kid? Have you ever shot off a rocket and been really disappointed at the result? Have you ever just stared at the coast? Have you ever been told to go pound sand? Have you ever destroyed an ecosystem? Have you ever wondered how much sand is worth? You ever watched a sunset but were way too early for it? You ever seen a sunset? Have you ever dug sand in the dark? You ever cause a flood? Have you ever jumped through a portal to another world? Have you ever had to repair something? You ever been attacked by a sea monster? Have you ever gotten deja vu? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are currently now outside of the canyon, putting down some red sand in a couple of areas. You can see the canyon just off there in the distance. Actually kind of far away from this point. We're actually close to the front of the canyon if I make my way over here and hop up. So, yeah, right in here is where we're at. So, yeah, this is where the canyon starts in this spot right here, basically. We also got this big lake of animals here and such. But basically, I want to share with you guys a little bit of info we learned about Minecraft and the future of the game at Minecraft Live, because I've seen a lot of confusion online about what is included in 1.18, what is not included in 1.18, and some unique info was shared on my stream by the developers we were talking to, Ulraf and Zalfian. So I want to get you guys up to speed on the future of the game right now. And there's leaves here. Gotta go around like this. And so basically, yeah, 1.18 is still scheduled to release later this year. So that's the Caves and Cliffs Part 2 update with new caves, new cliffs, the lush caves, the dripstone caves, the ore veins, the light changes, things like that. So that is looking absolutely awesome. Very much looking forward to that. It's probably the biggest update in the history of Minecraft at this point, I would say. So yeah, that's coming at the end of this year. They didn't give an exact release date just because I think that we should probably sleep. They don't want to like rush it. They want to make sure that everything is good because yeah, they want to make sure the terrain looks cool and stuff. Right. So yeah, that's the 1.18 update coming later this year. Caves and Cliffs Part 2. Then they have the 1.19 update, which it was revealed that the Warden and the Deep Dark stuff will be pushed to 1.19 in 2022. So that stuff will not be in the Caves and Cliffs update. But that stuff does look really, really cool. They had like the Warden, showed the video of the Warden. They had a Shrieker mob, the Skulk Catalyst, the Skulk Blocks, the Skulk Veins. Lots of really cool stuff. And it was also like a city, like a Deep Dark city that they showed coming in 2022 and 1.19. So that was really neat. They also announced the Wild update, which is basically an update to swamps. So they're going to add a mangrove swamp biome with mangrove trees, mangrove wood. Frogs will be in the update, as well as fireflies. And basically the idea is to add more atmosphere to the game. So looking forward to that as well. Now for some of the things that were revealed on my stream. Basically, some of the things that will also not be in 1.18 include the bundles. Bundles will not be in 1.18. So bundles will not be included in 1.18. The reason is basically because they weren't happy with the way the bundles worked. And so, since they're not happy with it, they're not going to include it. It makes a lot of sense, right? Another thing that we learned will not be in Minecraft 1.18 is the goat horn. So the goat horn was in a Minecraft Bedrock Edition beta, but that will not make it into the full release. So yeah, unfortunately, fans of the goat horn and faking your friends out with a fake raid, yeah, that will not be possible in 1.18, but maybe in the future. Finally, the last thing that's not going to make it to 1.18 or 1.19 actually is archaeology. So archaeology has been shelved indefinitely because they weren't happy with it. And yeah, if they're not happy with it, and yeah, they couldn't find a good way to implement it, then yeah, it makes sense that they're not going to add it in. So that was a little bit disappointing to hear, but yeah, perhaps in the future it could come back if it makes more sense. But yeah, as of now, archaeology is shelved indefinitely until they can find a good spot to put it or make it work in a way that they're happy with. So a big thank you to Zalfian and Ulraf once again for joining us and providing some insight into some of the coming features, some of the delayed features, and also how Mojang approaches game development in general. It was really interesting to talk with them, and yeah, I greatly appreciate it. So we're going to keep on filling in some land here, filling in some land with some red sand, and hopefully we can get all this area filled in that we need in short time. So yeah, anyways, let's keep going, and I'll be right back. Good news, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are now done with red sand placement. You can see we got all the red sand placed down all throughout this area. There might be a couple areas like hidden back here where I might have missed a spot or two, but we'll probably see that once we update the maps, which I think we need to do now. But yeah, you can see this goes pretty far back, all the way back almost to the passing gas station down here. So there's the gas station right there, actually. So yeah, nearly comes down all the way to here at the front of the ocean. So let's go ahead and head on over to our base, and we're going to update the maps, see what this looks like, because we should have a huge area that now shows up as red sand. Obviously, still a few areas, like this area back here, needs to be made into a lava lake and such. Same with that one over there, and there's a couple other ones throughout the area, but yeah, we'll get to that soon. Let's see if we float on in here. Yes, this is where we need to be. Hop, skip, and jump. Alright, so, thing we're going to look at, we're going to look and make sure the demon child goes away. That's thing number one. And all this area, I think, should also be pretty much all red sand, or a lot of red sand here. This area here should mostly be turned into red sand, and this area here. So, let's take a look at the map here, get it all in its entirety, soak it in, and let's see how it changed with our red sand placement. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we have it, the updated map for the canyon area, and as you can see, huge swaths of red sand have now been filled in today over in this section right down here beneath the canyon entrance. And then we have a big section of red sand filled in over here. Obviously, still a few areas like this area here need to be turned into like a salt flat area. This will need to be turned into a lava lake, but we've made huge, huge progress here, and I am super happy of the way it's looking right now. In case you're wondering, this area here, this is actually mostly needs to be what do you call it? Orange concrete powder, and I just don't have enough sand and gravel right now to do that. Mostly I just got to go gather sand is the main thing. So same thing over here. We need to add in more orange concrete powder in these lower areas because we have sort of the separation of red sand from the orange concrete powder sections, depending on if it's higher or lower. So yeah, lots and lots and lots of work done today, guys. I'm very happy with it. Still have to decorate it, obviously, but yeah, we made huge progress today, so I am very, very happy about this. Anyways, guys, for now, that is going to be it for me today. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, be sure to subscribe, and as always, thanks again for watching, guys. This has been Cub. Goodbye.